Each airport in the National Airspace System has unique and distinct characteristics which can sometimes lead pilots to use the wrong approach, departure procedures, or incorrect surface during taxi, takeoff, and landing operations. Let's take a look at some of these tricky areas from the flight deck. Marana Regional Airport is a predominantly general aviation airport, including thriving corporate operations. It is located approximately 23 miles northwest of Tucson International Airport and hosts approximately 90,000 flight operations per year. Activity can reach as high as 500 flight operations per day. A sizable permanent aircraft population, heavy flight training activity including military rotorcraft, a large number of itinerant aircraft, and parachute training operations result in an extremely busy and unusual air traffic environment. This challenging airspace is compounded by a wide range of aircraft performance from ultralight to jet, fixed-wing, and rotorcraft. El Toro Glider Port is 9 miles west of Marana, while Pinal Air Park is only 7 miles northwest of Marana. Care must be exercised to select the correct airport in this area since the runway at Pinal is 1230, aligning with the primary runway at Marana. An aerobatic practice area can be active and is centered approximately 2 miles south by southeast of the runway 30 threshold. This activity is identified by announcements on the Common Traffic Advisory frequency. Its dimensions are from the surface to 7,000 feet MSL and is 2 kilometers or 1.24 miles square. Marana is a non-towered airport with intersecting runways 1230 and 0321 and uses parallel taxiways. Numerous taxiway and runway crossings also present potential hazards for air-ground conflicts. The most heavily used taxiway crossings by runway 0321 are at Alpha and at Bravo 2 Charlie. With the intensity and variability of flight operations, pattern entry and aircraft separation present specific safety challenges. The mix of airspeeds from piston to jet-powered aircraft and 4 RNAV instrument approaches servicing runways 03, 12, 21, and 30 require extreme vigilance to merge safely to the runway threshold, especially when practice approaches are being performed. The popularity of the RNAV 12 practice approach and its straight-in pattern entry complicates the runway environment when heavy VFR traffic is present. Planning for a VFR or IFR approach to Marana is key. Pilots should listen to the AWAS on 118.375, then monitor the Common Traffic Advisory frequency of 123.0 by at least 10 miles out to identify the runway in use and prevailing traffic. Listen carefully and be alert to CTAF transmissions throughout the arrival, downwind entry, and remaining pattern. Be precise and accurate in position reporting. Pilots using the instrument approaches must report location using distance and direction from the airport, not instrument approach fixes unfamiliar to VFR-only pilots. Without the assistance of air traffic control, pilots must judiciously and accurately report air and ground intentions and positions on the CTAF. CTAF frequency 123.0 is shared by and received from other regional airports such as Wickenburg and Show Low, Arizona. Pilots must clarify the airport for their operation to avoid confusing regional and local traffic. The standard 45-degree entry to the downwind is strongly recommended for all non-instrument approach operations. Use of the locally adopted reporting points to 45-degree entries to downwind assist with smooth integration to the traffic flow. The Rito Cement Plant, sectional charted east of the field and west of Interstate 10, is the preferred reporting point for either left traffic for runway 12 or right traffic for runway 03. Marana High School, located 2.5 miles south of the field, is the best reporting point for left traffic to runway 21. The Circle K, located 3 miles north of the airport and just west of Interstate 10, aligns well for entry to the right traffic pattern for runway 30. For noise abatement, it is also the best path directly toward the threshold of runway 12 before entering into the downwind leg. Noise abatement procedures request that all flights within the pattern for runways 12 and 30 be conducted southwest of the Santa Cruz Riverbed. All departures to the north and northeast should be initiated to avoid the Gladden Farms residential area, northeast of the airport. Parachute operations are routine at Marana. The alternate drop zone on the infield is bounded by taxiways Charlie and Alpha and located north of runway 0321. Parachute operations interfere and conflict with airport overflights, as well as the missed approach procedures for the RNAV-12 and the RNAV-ECHO approaches. However, be alert that all aircraft operations avoid the drop zones and inadvertent parachute landings that may occur close to or on the runways. Be vigilant to merge safely with drop aircraft using the pattern. Although self-service 100 low lead fuel is available, fueling of helicopters is by truck only. Helicopters are required to land only on the helicopter ramp adjacent to the southwest end of taxiway Alpha. Taking the runway for departure from a non-towered airport must never be announced with a report such as line up and wait or position and hold, since such statements are reserved for ATC instructions only. Remain off the runway until all incoming and departing traffic are clear of the runway. Best practices. Review Advisory Circular 90-66 Bravo, non-towered airport flight operations. When in doubt, speak up and ask the other pilot's intentions. Know before you go.